Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
From the gun, running back on the move. At midfield, he's got room. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game. Now, not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Using his legs to buy some time. Across the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
We talk a lot about this in quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around him. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a 1st down. Well done.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we've got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Back to throw, it's Van Buren. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've had the ball twice and have yet to pick up a first down. Let's see if they can manufacture some yardage this time. To the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that second one.
Give to the single back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They are up by just 1 over UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends, they got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Hunt is on its way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it to the right. Quick spin on the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has gotten to make for his quarterback.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
He's looking deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They'll go with a quick touch pass. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Getting that push, a pick up of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Rushes on him. Oh, better look out. Across the 40 out of bounds and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the fourth quarter by this quarterback.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going... Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. LSU quick to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late.
Here we go.
Trying to bully their way in. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line. Trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing, so I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On the run, it's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a nice job by the offense, picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it.
Touchdown, LSU! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Buy some time and show off that cannon, because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves in the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.